Do I already have a magnet? I already have a magnet on a wire. So I think I'm fine with that. I also have a bunch of these. Wow. 4 war balls. Holy shit.
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
That says my nightmare. Oh, because they're the scales. Brilliant. The Doctor is apparently fascinated by history. Earth doesn't look this big from here. Wait, this is the Doctor's office, but they've got wine. Stored in a cool, dry place with a constant temperature, they said. Hang on. Oh, it's a medkit. Nice.
A chamber pot. Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
Heh, how lucky.
A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time.
Oh.
And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the Doctor own such a book?
Pretty weird. The history of all hitherto existing society is a history of class struggles. Freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman. In a word, oppressor and oppressed, stood in constant opposition to one another, carried on an uninterrupted, now hidden, now open fight. A fight that each time ended either in a revolutionary reconstitution of society at large, or in the common ruin of the contending classes. In the earlier epochs of history, we find almost everywhere a complicated arrangement of society into various orders, manifold gradation of social rank. In ancient Rome, we have patricians, knights, plebeians, slaves. In the Middle Ages, feudal lords, vassals, guildmasters, journeymen, apprentices, serfs. In almost all of these classes, again subordinate gradations. Oh, there is no more pages. It made it seem like there was. Interesting. Communist Manifesto. Only a few years old. Also got painkillers.
Dr. Beaupre had done his medical studies quite far from here. He was surely one of the first students out of the new campus to settle on the mountainside. Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine. The injured could be recognized by the large stains of red, an informal nickname given to Merbromin, smudged all over their injuries.
Alright, well we have medical files. Oh wait.
The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful spouse. Pure happiness, captured on cardstock. Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes. Was it Dr. Beaupre who had hit him head-on at the village border?
Ah.
Nobody kills a rich patient to start a revolution. It didn't make any sense. He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty.
So what's this? Unknown woman. I never did quite catch her name. The men called her Laura? She had a neck wound. There was so much blood. The bullet had done a lot of damage, probably hitting the cerebellum. It was hopeless. She had a cardiac arrest. The men had found her like this, they said. I doubt it, but in a small town like this, it's usually best to turn a blind eye. Been told to step back from sending out the death certificate. This whole thing sickens me. Oh, Rosaire Armand. No medical explanation whatsoever can explain why old Rosaire is still alive. As we in the trade say, the only way to cure him is to kill him. Sylvie Bedard? All of her symptoms point to the same root cause. She's pregnant. She refuses it, she denies it. I'm willing to bet her husband is not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, though, or she would have an illegitimate child and a syphilis on her hands. Oh, very nice. William Joseph Hamilton?
There was no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
Haughty, can't be cured. Chronic foot pain, can't walk long distances. Rich, I'll cure him of that one day. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh. I never saw that before. No. It was too dark to make it out.
Liters of blood here. Carl's first thought had been a lumber accident. Someone's hand cut by a saw, or a hunting accident. In any case, whoever had lost all this blood couldn't have gone far. Perhaps they were already dead.
I would have to guess. There we go. Furthering my investigation. Crap, I wanted to read by the... Actually, I'll read by the light, because then I can see better. Right, so... It's nothing to do with the case of vandalism. Here we go. The crash! We have finally solved the crash. So I think I read this. A locked box. Would it be wrong to look inside? Surely I would find some clue as to who that reckless driver was. Still need to find the key, though. So it might actually be worthwhile, once I finish the thing, to just read it all the way through. Just because. Then we have the full story of it. As opposed to just reading bit by bit. So... An accident. I haven't been this shaken up since Korea. An abandoned car. Who was the driver in the other car? Whoever it was, they don't have a snowball's chance in hell if they intended to continue on foot. Besides, why did they leave so suddenly? A nice little bit of poetry on the back of a beautiful face. That reckless driver was also a melancholic. I unlocked box. A locked box, would it be wrong to look inside? Surely I would find some clue as to who that reckless driver was. I still need to find the key, though. Here we go. Picture of Dr. Beaupre and his late wife. I knew I'd seen the girl from the car somewhere. The same picture was at the doctor's office. I need to figure out what all this means. Or what this all means. Here lies Isabelle Beaupre. That explains the melancholy of the poem behind the picture. Ah, okay. Would this be enough to posit that the doctor is the melancholic and that the melancholic is the reckless driver? Elementary, my dear journal. In the box I found a state affair, no less. Hamilton wanted to expose some shady activity by enemies of democracy. I still need to figure out why the hell this message ended up in the doctor's hands. The reckless driver was definitely a fugitive running from the scene of the crime, or their crime, still covered in Hamilton's blood. What a mess. There's that. Oh. We still have a lot of the cold mystery to figure out. Oh. Oh. We've actually almost... Well, no, we haven't. I'd say we've almost solved What's-His-Face's murder. But we haven't. Oh, one thing I should check in the book is the people. Because I know I'll have new ones. That's Gilles and Giselle. Jean Roy. And Bedard. Where's Beaupre? There we are. And Rosaire. 72. Jesus. Dr. Claude Beaupre, 52, from Quebec City. The doctor became somewhat of a misanthrope following his wife's death. However, he treated his patients with professionalism in remote regions. Medicine could be very personal. His patient files show how emotionally involved he was towards them. He knew my client, W. Hamilton. I can't say if he liked him for his personality or his money. So there's that. Oh. Law. Oh, we don't know. It seems something terrible happened to her. Her case is shrouded in mystery. I'd bet my bottom dollar she wasn't from around here. Needs more research. Okay. Right, so we've finished at the clinic. Twould seem. Indeed. And this actually says, please use the other door. The heck? Oh, lantern. Oh, nice. Wow. I should actually store some more shit in my truck. Like the beers and anything else I don't feel I need, like a magnet, duct tape. Duct tape I probably do.
Belongings had spoken lengths about him. But what Carl had heard worried him.
Communist Manifesto. Withdraw deposit. Whoa, I have a lot of shit. Oh, I'm actually full up on everything. God damn. So there's that. Oh, I don't actually just have a magnet. I guess I can't pick them up anymore. The flare doesn't weigh a thing. Duct tape barely weighs anything. The fire starters don't weigh a thing. Hardware does. Well, the first aid kits do. Jesus. As does the meat. Alright, okay, I think I'm good. Apart from, I don't need the axe. No. Oh, there we go. Right, to Rosaire. Or Old Rosaire, I think it's known as on the map. Right, here we go. Go! It should be turning on the right sometime soon. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! From what I remember, Rosaire's house is the one that's got a lot of documents. It's mostly just books and stuff. Rosaire's house! Hooray! I've actually just remembered. I'm pretty sure Rosaire is, yeah, alive and not frozen. But if you look in the window, you can actually see him. See, look at him. Rocking back and forth. I never like opening the door because he shoots.
Whoa, mon bonhomme.
Whoa, bonhomme. Hi, friend.
Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'un étrange retentisse par ici. Je prends plus de chance depuis que ça rôde dans ce bout-là. J'ai ma carabine au bout du doigt, et puis bang, 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 si ça s'approche.
Ok.
Si tu veux du linge chaud, parce que t'es habillé comme un gars de la ville, je dirais pas non à une bonne bouteille de caribou. Puis tu pigeras ce que tu voudras parmi mes guinées.
So you want caribou. Trade caribou for coat. Alright. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to search your personal belongings. I got a bottle.
C'est encore beau. Tout ce qui est vieilli est bien meilleur.
Okay. I was always on edge when I first came here, like when I first played, because I thought he was going to shoot me if I took too long. But he doesn't.
Mon beau bonnet du beau temps. Puis ma ceinture, où ce que je glissais mon flasque. Le monde tournait plus rond quand on s'habillait tout de même. Cadeau, ça ouvre l'appentis. Prends-la, je m'en fous. Perds ton temps dans mes déchets tant que tu rapportes du caribou.
There you go. As he says, he doesn't care, as long as I bring him caribou. Which is something we have to make ourselves, but it's actually incredibly easy. One of the ingredients...
La Corriveau, Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de
God damn.
la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris, squick, les uns après les autres. Pas de pitié dans le mariage.
Alright. Yeah, one of the ingredients you need for it is sherry wine, which we picked up from the general store when I first went there, so it's not really a big deal. What's this? Oh, it's the bloody cupboard door. Did wonder. Right, there's another book. Okay, maybe he doesn't have the most documents. I thought he did.
Oyez, 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 il y a un petit gars écarté dans ma maison. Touche pas à ça, l'enfant, ça pourrait te faire mal.
I find it funny how he calls us kid, because we are like, I think we're 40 years old and he's 72. Diaper.
Ben oui, une couche. Tu peux-tu tout faire en même temps, toi?
Alright, yeah, here we go. No, it's just $2. Okay.
Gomme-moi la belle rose de la tulipe, qui se donne au yab sur le mercredi des cendres. C'est-tu pas effrayant, cette histoire-là?
This is the only thing I can actually read. Tales and Legends.
C'est le Wendigo. Ouais, le Wendigo. Un guerrier
God.
qui devient un loup pour se venger de sa grosse peine. Et
There we go. So, Tales and Legends, page 1. There was a time when hate waged war. Our hunters could decimate the great wolves who had taken our children. Our warriors could snap their necks of the cowards who had reached for our supplies. The deafening sound of rock and bone breaking was enough to satiate the hate. That rhymes.
tu marches.
And the rivers of blood...
Tu marches, tu sens des pieds.
Okay, he doesn't shut up, does he? The rivers of blood would express our remorse and apologies, thus was balance maintained. Then came the Whites. The legend of the Wendigo dates back to a time before what anyone but the tallest trees can remember. A time of great cold and great aspirations, when the ships came and spewed men and their fire cannons, plagues and spinelessness, balance broke forever. The dead were piling up on our ancestral on our ancestral lands, too many bodies covered in moss, too much blood spilled on our stone, our bone-breaking hate did not suffice any longer. One day a young warrior who had lost everything, nieces, brothers, parents and hope, fell to his knees in the middle of a clearing covered in the blood of his fiancée, killed after having crossed the path of some whites passing by. He had seen everything and called out to the Great Spirit, called out to him with words that came so naturally to him. Called out to him with words that came so naturally to him, words that could only create a great river of blood and guts and a terrifying roar of screams. He called out to him for a force that no one had seen before, or had before. He became Wendigo. The whites were decimated under the icy claws of the Wendigo. The great tide of blood even pushed a few ships back out to sea, but the Wendigo was not yet done with his vengeance. With his vengeance, for as long as the heart of one of his fiancée's murderers still beat on the Cree territory, he would prevail. Oh wow, wow. The elders say that it was the force of the ancestors' return to nature that turned the young warrior in this clearing where many ancestors had been buried in centuries past. A clearing now covered in blood spilled unjustly, in a time where too many bodies were being buried. The ancestors heard the cries of the young warrior. Only in a remarkable time like this could the Wendigo have been born. His vengeance satiated, the warrior became Wendigo, went to rest forever. His frozen heart melted and disappeared, much like real snow come the spring. The storm that had befallen the Cree lands faded as well. There was much celebration. Balance had been restored, but the whites came back too. White hatred is never satisfied by rock and bone turned to dust. They arrived by the hundreds, armed with guns and torches, burned down every village, raped every woman, smashed the head of every newborn, tortured every man that fell into their grips. Never before had unbalance been so deep for the Cree people, and ever since it has been told that one should be satisfied with the rivers of blood brought by hatred, despite the wrongfulness done to them, because remarkable hate comes at far too steep a price. The Wendigo was never invoked again, but in the hearts of the Cree people remained a fear that one day a young warrior would once again call out with remarkable hate, because they know, through the wisdom brought by this legend, that the Wendigo would prevail, but that this victory would come at a great cost. The whites would come back, the whites would rule, none would be spared. Wow, okay. Wendigo, scary.
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrai, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon Dieu de notre bord.
Alright, dude. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm off to go and loot your shed. And then I'll go and get your caribou. To be honest, to get the caribou, it's very simple. We have to go to the next house, basically. And everything we need to create the caribou is in that place. So, we have to go to Bluin. Oh, Bluin. I don't know how you say his name. Right, there we go. Is there a light? No, but there's a lantern. Alright, no light. Great. Well, whatever. Ew, look at me T-pose. I look so weird. There's also a gas can. There we go. An empty gas can. At that. Whoa. Oh, I got a hatchet. Another? I don't need two. One of them's enough. Alright. Here's a massive saw. A saw that's long enough to take down the biggest tree up north. I think that's it. There's nothing in here. Literally nothing of use. Except for a hatchet, but to be fair, the hatchet's not even that useful either. Deposit. Hatchet, gas can. Boom. And water. I think I'm good. Hardware's surprisingly, I'm gonna say durable. But no, they weigh a surprising amount. As long as I keep it in my truck and I take my truck everywhere, then I don't think I'll have an issue with not having materials needed. Plus you find, like, stuff everywhere. Right, here we go.
Carl had fed his mind, but had forgotten the harsh reality that his body also needed nourishment, especially in the dead of winter.
To be fair, we don't need food or water. The only thing we need is warmth. That's all Carl needs to survive. It's quite nice, really. Oh shoot. Ouch. Damn it. Isn't there a car that's like crashed? No, but this is the house I need to get to. Yeah, I could have sworn there was a car on the side of the road, but maybe not. I might be thinking of somewhere else. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Ba-da-da. Righty ho. Either way, we've made it. Now there's a truck, but that's not what I was meaning. House of the Patriot. Yeah! There's a lot of ice here. Jesus. There's also this, but I don't think there's anything useful.
That truck had obviously seen its share of gravel roads. Carl wasn't a mechanic, but he could easily tell that only the most heartfelt prayer would bring this old beater back from its slumber. With that cold, however, it was more likely that it would wait until next spring to wake up.
House of the Patriot. Holy Jesus.
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
Well, I can throw that away. No, I'll keep it. Basically, if you can keep or throw away a picture, it means you don't need the picture.
The place looked more like a pigsty than a house. A heavy stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air.
Oh, I opened the door the other way. Clever. There we go. I need a light. Is there a light source anywhere? Oh, I don't really want to move too much in here. It's gross. Oh, the light source is, but it's already on. What the hell is that? No idea. What the hell's this? A note!
Back then, in Africa and elsewhere,
Note.
people were ready to take up arms to stand against the yoke of English imperialism. In Montreal, mailboxes were blown up, abductions were carried out, and violent manifestos were distributed to media outlets.
Oh wow.
But around here, in the great northernmost, all a man could do is curse out loud against a faraway evil and pray for the revolution to arise. That man, by any reckoning, was from that very stock.
So Quebec liberation will happen by force or not at all. We will prevail. Oh. What's this?
Régent Blouin.
Régent Blouin.
Pig had a name after all.
So that's his wallet and his driver's license.
Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places. The man didn't own a turntable though, so there's that going for him.
Why wash dishes when clean ones are within reach? Yeah, exactly. Why wash them? You need to wash them eventually. You're not going to have clean dishes forever. Okay. Oh god. They're disgusting. Look at it. Look at it. A weapon rack? Gun rack? A gun rack.
You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home.
Oh, caribou.
The surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death.
Perhaps. What the heck? What's this?
Carl now knew
Caribou.
how to quench the drunkard's thirst.
Oh. Caribou traditional recipe. White whiskey too much isn't a valid quantifier for that. Sherry wine for added mellowness. There's also like copper
Carl
pipe.
knew right away that the owner of this place wasn't a copper collector. No, this was a junkman's base of operations. The guy definitely seemed like quite the expert in scavenging scrap metal, with or without permission, surely.
Alright, I need to get a bottle out. I could just take one and then drink it.
Hands, red metal could sell like hotcakes.
Maybe I don't need to drink it, I'm not sure. No, I do. Alright. That's documents. I'm going to drink a document. Oh, there we go. Use. Delicious. There we go, we got caribou. Now I can get a coat. And have a lot more fun. No, it's just a matter of driving back. Not really a hardship.
felt that it was mission accomplished, with the wicked nectar in his hands.
Mission definitely is accomplished. You ain't wrong. Was I just seeing things then? Oh god. Oh. That put his stress all the way up to max. Also, it would seem. Yeah, I could have sworn there was a broken down car, but it might be further back. Maybe. That's all I can think. Really. Oh. Yeah, I realised at the last second that I've gone too far. Yeah, just reverse. Yeah! Do 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 do. God, reversing so slow. Oh. Jesus. Still so slow. Look at this. I don't even know if I can see his house yet. Oh no, I can. This is so weird to drive. Just by reversing. Very weird. What happens when you make a cock up? There we go. Now we can get a coat. Not too shabby. I do.
Ah, quand on cherche, on trouve. Parce que je t'aime bien, à cette heure, je vais te dire quelque chose. Tu fais bien de prendre ma bénisse. Parce que par là-bas, tu vas rencontrer le vrai froid. Un froid qui glace comme t'en as jamais connu dans ta vie.
And look at us. We are much better suited. Well, Rosaire, it's been nice. Although I will read in here because why not? Is it? It's probably a cold mystery that mentions Rosaire. No? Oh. Oh. Well, this is the House of the Patriot, dude. The young woman. Oh. This is the unknown one. Ah. And then the hunt. Right, so we still have Rosaire, which I think we probably have everything known about him. Yeah, we do. Old Rosaire. A war veteran. According to his medical file, this great war veteran is an immortal soldier retired in the north that even alcohol and tobacco can't kill. As dashing as he was in his youth. In spite of that, he doesn't have all his wits about him anymore. It has its benefits. We can ask anything from him provided that we bring him alcohol. He agrees to help me. Yay! Oh, we also have this guy. Regime Bluen. Bluen? Unemployed. Alright. To be fair, with hair like that, he looks like a dick. Nah, not because of the hair. He just looks like a douche. And when we've seen his shit tip of a house, it's not really surprising. Look at us! My god, we are ready for anything. Now we just need to drive several hundred miles south. Oh god. That is not what I wanted. Can I snap this? Nope, it's made of stone now. Oh Jesus. Wow, I almost tipped this bloody thing over. That was almost terrible. Yeah, now it's just a matter of driving all the way to the south. It's a pain. Yeah. However, the good thing is we'll get a new vehicle at the end of it, so that's something to be happy about. Pretty much. Right, so I think we're coming to it. There's that. Some trees. I think we're nearly there. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Righty-ho. We must nearly be there, seriously. God damn. There we go, we are. Good. Perfect. This is where we need to be. Right, so... Oh, I don't have my lock breaker. Right, now I do. Boom. Very good. Like, that's one way you can go in, but you can also go up here. Like, quite literally just up and over. You also see there's wolf trails to the south. Yeah, up and over. Leads to this. Lamos Garage. And if I get close to the door... What do you know? Although, to be fair, I should probably go back to the truck and take out stuff that I need. I'm trying to remember what it is. I know I need hardware and duct tape. I can deposit the lock. Right, so hardware, duct tape. I think I have on me. I think I need a gas can too. Regardless, we'll be fine. Yeah, there's this person.
Another worrisome victim of this ice. This one seemingly petrified in action. The poor man, before being frozen solid, seemed to have been defending the entrance to his cabin. But from what?
When we interact with him, we'll find out. I'm sure. What's this?
To all appearances, Carl concluded, the owner of the place had moved more essentials from his house inside the garage. Peculiar man indeed.
Yeah, why would you want to live in a garage? It doesn't make any sense.